morning. This is Nita and the chickens, and Miss Panda's over here. I'm Miss Panda Dog with the Timepiece Garden. And I won't lie, I skipped the gym this morning because we've got a couple of days of nice weather, which is awesome, but that also means that we're going to turn around and go a couple of days of not nice weather. And so I have to make sure that anything that I've taken over, I continue to keep it as mine. And it starts off with this grape. All of this down here below, this is all new grapevine. And I don't want it to focus on new grapevine. I want it to put all of its focus up here on I'm gonna call it an arbor, even though it's just one of those little pop-up thingies. But this is where all the grapes are. You know, some of them are small, some of them are, you know, kind of large. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. You know, there's plenty of them in here, you know, and that was the goal, was to have them grow on the arbor. And all of this down here, this is all grape. This is all got to get cut back, all the way back to the root. So it focuses on the ones that are, you know, that are on the arbor. I mean, there's plenty of them. So anyway, let me get to work. This is where we're starting today. Just to get the grape trained and get it doing what I want it to do. So I'll talk to you in a few. That's what it looks like when I don't have all that excess vine. You can see again, you can see the grapefruit, the original vine. The thing is thick. Cleared off, all those babies are gone. Because again, I want it to produce its energy into all this stuff here on top of the pop-up, the arbor, you know? So then I did go through and find a couple of grapevines like this one. Does that make sense? Who wants to hang down and make sure that they're hanging down in a square. I don't know if you saw me mess with him. You know, so he hangs down in a square, so as he gets heavy, again, they're hanging down on the inside. And I've got those bags that you put over them. I can't think of what the name of them is. And you know, that way they stay safe from the squirrels, anything trying to come along on the inside and eating the grapes. But yeah, cleaned all this up. You know, cut it back. Not working over here yet. The next goal, I've got to take some of my 2x4 inch welded wire and kind of put it under the deck. The chickens are dust bathing so hard they're starting to unbury my supports, and I can't have that. So that's next, but I'll talk about that over there. I won't lie, after that I have to trim around all the gardens with the DR trimmer, and all the places that I have claimed. Like part of this hill I've cleaned, I need to trim that down. I know I can't mow it yet, but I need to trim it down. It's not allowed to go wild once I've started working it. Does that make sense? So I have to trim it until I can mow it, type thing. Because that way it remembers to stay mine, and some of the weeds start dying back, and some of the grass starts to grow very grassy, because it's not in competition with the weeds. All right, and then I can work on the pile. So let me get busy. I'll talk to you in a few. All right, as discussed, got some of my woven fabric. Now that's not enough, but you can see from this angle, you can see my pole, and then you can see how it dips down below it, because my chickens are down there dust bathing. I know that. I let them do it all winter long, but you can't even see my black woven fabric anymore, because they're kicking all the stuff out from underneath the house. Anyway, I can't have them doing that around the support posts. They can't dig them up because they're feeling a little chickeny. And from there, it's just like my gardens. All of these have woven fabric on it. Or not fabric, but woven wire, or welded wire. 2x4 inch squares. All of the gardens do. Chickens don't dig in the gardens. They don't like to dig on it. That's what I'm getting ready to do down there, because they're getting a little hyper with it. They need to stop. Go find a different place to dig. You know, some place that I'll let you dig, because that ain't it. So, talk to you in a few. All done. So now typically it stays too wet up here because this is where the water drips off out of that gutter. So typically it stays too wet up here. So I did not do up here. If that ends up being a mistake, I will get some more I will get some more woven wire. But I went past this pole and then in between these two, and that's the one they like to dig around all the way down to the end. Just did all of it. You know? Chickens don't need to dust bathe down here, and then Kitty Blaze doesn't need to think it's his cat box. Having said that, I also did this portion of the garden again. There's another piece down there, but it has gotten so sunk in that the chickens are like, yeah, we're scratching, and I'm like, no, you're not. Having said that, I went ahead and did this side too, because they've started scratching here. Does that make sense? So they've not really hit over there, but I just went ahead and did both sides. Yeah. Because they don't need to be in my garden scratching. They don't scratch in any of the others. They don't even walk in the others because they don't like the woven wire, which is a good thing, you know. Get stepping. That'll also help long term the squirrel from burying nuts here. Pulled up 6 or 7 seeds or saplings, you know, and I'm quite sure it's from the squirrel burying his nuts. From there, it doesn't matter. You know, nobody gets to scratch here. And yeah, we will get to busy throwing some seeds out and planting this. So it matches the rest of the garden. Right now it's a little bare. I did throw some seeds out here, but again, with all the chicken scratching going on, I'm not sure any of them are going to take. So, having said that, it is lunchtime. Yeah, I know. It's like, really? The whole morning's gone. All I did was prune a grape. Yes, I did. And deal with wire. There and there. Morning's gone. It's lunchtime. It's 11:20. I'm going to go ahead and put the tools away from this. Because the next thing that comes up is trimming. I'm like 99% sure that's the next thing on my list. And that's, you know, you can see like there on the corner. I don't want to run the lawnmower over because I have woven fabric here. But, you know, I got weeds. They got to go. Because that's how a tick or a chigger will jump up knee high, you know. And instead of, he's already on you. So, that's all got to go. Got to trim, and that's all afternoon. I'll run out of gas. I'll refill it and keep trimming. Talk to you later.